This is the result of getting on the wrong train. You have no idea how much of a relief that is. I was trying to boot up my server, but I realized it didn't work because my entire Amazon Alexa's home system went down. Turns out I don't have enough time for lunch. The advisor have not replied back yet. They said that pancakes was really good, but I think I spread a bit too much and the volume ended up quite big, so I'm quite full. So to quickly summarize last episode of this series, where I basically did my summer research project, and right now I'm just waiting for my advisor to reply on the draft report that I've written. As for my home server project, I'm still waiting for my power supply to come. And for those who didn't know what happened, you might have to go back to the video from here. Today I'm going to do some video editing and I also have to record a batch of shorts. Okay, I just finished filming all my briefs for I think the coming week, and so right now I have to quickly edit it and move on to editing for tomorrow's video, or in between I may take a break or something, I don't know, but basically that's a plan. Okay, I just finished editing my shorts and I think I'm gonna take a break right now because I think as you can tell, I am really tired, so I think I'm going to take like a nap or just like a short break or something, I don't know. I'm so tired. Okay, so I just did a bit more editing work and I was originally gonna make dinner, which is a soup with like a puff pastry on the top, but I realized I didn't actually remember to thaw my pastry from the freezer, so it's still quite frozen and I can't really use it, so I just made it as is. So for the rest of the day I'm gonna continue doing editing, and those kind of B-rolls of me editing can only be so interesting, so I think I'm gonna end it here for today and continue tomorrow. Bye. And that's last week's video, which is now ready. I think by the time this video comes out, it should already be out, and you can see it here. So I have a flute lesson on Wednesday, so I definitely have to practice to prepare for it. Okay, I just finished the tutorial session again, and I'm so tired. Maybe I will take a nap. Okay, I just wake up from the nap, and look, new video just came out. I also have a banana to eat. Another random observation I have is, usually I don't have much time that I have nothing to do, and those are what I call free time, which is time that I have nothing to do outside of everything else that I do. So like when you minus all the hobbies and studies and all the time that it takes, today I still have time left where I just literally have nothing to do, like now. But the fact that I do today is just wild. And I think it's probably because I woke up early today. I woke up at like 7 AM, so I guess that's the key to having time, I don't know. So for today's dinner, we have some scrambled eggs, this vegan chicken that you might have seen last week's video, and some wedges. And I also have this sweet corn. So my advisor have not replied back yet, but I'm just thinking about stuff that I can do in the future and future research direction where I could take this project further. But yeah. Okay, so as you know from the last video, or not, for the last week I got a lot of wrong parts and wrong cable, and so today we're just going to return all these cables. Okay, it's all done now. I just came back home and now I've a few things to do. So firstly, I think I'm going to give a follow-up message on my eBay refund. As you might know from last video, my power supply doesn't work, and so I have to get a refund from eBay about the power supply. And then I need to edit some reels for today. And finally, I think today my new power supply from Amazon is going to arrive. So tonight I'm probably going to continue building my home server. Okay, I finished editing my reels. Okay, now I'm gonna do a call with my grandparents. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Do you want to introduce your dish?
This is called mapo tofu rice.
What is it in Cantonese?
Mapo tofu fan.
So where does the name come from?
I don't really know. I think is measles. So mapo is granny with measles all over her face. Yeah.
And where does the tofu part come from?
Tofu.
So it's just like, okay, we don't know where the tofu part comes from, but we know at least where the mapo comes from.
Tofu is tofu.
Yeah.
What do you want?
No, I mean if there's like a historical reason why they put the two together.
I think just because the minced pork looks like measles on the
Tofu.
Yeah, on the face of.
Oh, maybe like tofu is like a skin. It's so white and so it's like contrasting, but we don't have the historical source yet.
Yeah.
So go look at that yourself.
Wiki or ask AI.
Yeah. So this is my power supply. Now I'm going to replace it with that and see if it boots up. Okay, so this is the power supply removed, and now I'm going to switch in the new one. It's assembled, but let's have a test. You have no idea how much of a relief that is. I've been working on this for an entire week now, and it's finally working. I'm just really happy. I found a problem. So I was trying to boot up my server, but I realized it didn't work because I have always wondered why the stick isn't going all the way. Turns out these are DDR3 instead of DDR4, and they're not backward compatible, so it's not going to fit into the board. However, this time I can say it's not my fault because I did order DDR4, so CX has to do better because, well, these are DDR3 and not DDR4, so that's why it didn't work.
number 7 in the queue.
So just now I was trying to book in for an appointment for the GP because recently I've noticed some like yellow pigmentation on my arm, and I just want to book in to check if it's like anything serious, but yeah, I'm still waiting for them to confirm whether they will give me like a blood test or a consultation or like an appointment, but that's what I'm waiting for now. And today I'm going to Birmingham to have my flute lesson because I haven't had it since last year, ever since I started university, and I thought it might be a good thing to do to have a lesson. The trains were running late, but I managed to get there in time anyway. Basically what happens was, so like after my flute lesson, I went to the train station, and then I checked the train app, and it said it's going to be like 3:45, and then when the train came at 3:45, I got on thinking that's my train, right? And then I checked my app because I just want to make sure, and then I noticed, well, there's no such train at this time, which is weird because it's not showing up on the app, but I know there's this train, right? Because I'm physically on it. And so I start to panic and think, wait, this is not the train I'm supposed to be on, or it didn't have the station that I should get off, so maybe it just passed the station or something. Yeah, so I got off at an earlier station, and this is the result of getting on the wrong train. And then my dad came to pick me up. Thank you for your rescue. So that's really fortunate that my dad is picking me up. Otherwise, I would have stranded in the middle of nowhere and have to take like Uber or boat, which is expensive AF. Yeah. It would have been like £5 or something. I did check because I was just curious, I just want to know how much it would cost if my dad weren't here to pick me up. So if my dad is watching this, thank you so much. But yeah. So today, for some reason, I don't know why, but my entire Amazon Alexa system, sort of smart home system, went down. Like all the devices are just gone. But I've managed to reset up the entire thing almost entirely. There's still bits of stuff that's not done yet, like the timer which we always use. I think one of the most use case in our smart home is the Alexa timer. That for some reason is still not working, so I am not sure why. But another thing is the home routine stuff, which I think I would focus on tomorrow if I can. But basically it's relatively easy because recently I am planning to rebuild my smart home anyway, right? So I have made a list of all the routine, so I can just follow the Excel sheet and just work for every single one of them. But unfortunately today I have other stuff that I really have to get done, and it's almost 1 PM, just past 12:30, so I really need to get things done, and so maybe I'll leave it for tomorrow. And like I also want to say, I actually record off these ones already, but for some reason I record it in slow motion, which is really stupid because those footage is basically unusable. Maybe it's just because of the panic of this smart home thing not working, but I don't know, I'm kind of stressed. So first thing first, as usual, I have to edit a video for release today. So the rules of the day is ready. Depending on if you have seen those rules, but I have this subscription to Cineworld's unlimited plan. But in September, I will no longer be at home because I'm at uni. But the closest Cineworld there is like 30 minutes away, so it's not 30 minutes drive, by the way. So it's quite far away, so definitely not realistic. And so I thought I might have to cancel the plan, and because I don't need it anymore. The way you cancel the plan is, I think, a bit tricky because you have to like email or something like that, rather than like just cancelling it online, which is something that I really don't like about Cineworld. This way of cancelling a subscription is not the best model, I think. In a way, it feels like they're trying to trick you into continue paying more. But I'm not tricked, so I have to go cancel it now. Okay, that's another thing off my to-do list of the day. One last thing for now is there's this calculation in my summer project that I want to try if I could do it, because when I did the result, there's like this plot, and I want to figure out the general solution to that by taking some approximation and see whether I could get like a general solution rather than basing it off like just by visually seeing it. So I'm not sure if I got the result that I want, but now I have to pick up the car with my dad in the garage. Okay, we got the car now. Mr. Stark, it feels like a new car in here.
Mr. Stark, it smells like a new car in here!
So I just woke up from a nap. Tonight we're eating curry, but I need to make like a egg omelette sort of thing for the curry, because we ran out of the vegan chicken breast thing from Tesco. So didn't really end up looking aesthetic, but yeah. This on the other hand looks really good. Today I have a lot to get done. The first thing is I have to finish editing the video for today. I feel like all my vlogs is just me editing video, but yeah, that's what I have to do today. And then later I'll have another tutorial session with my tutee. So the video is basically done, but I have to export it after my tutorial session, because or otherwise it might take too much resources from the computer and it might affect my tutorial sessions meeting. So I'm going to do that after the session, but now I need to get lunch. So it turns out I don't have enough time for lunch, but I'm going to eat it after my tutorial session. Okay, I finished the tutorial session. Now I have to eat lunch and export my video and then upload it and all those stuff. So now the video is ready. So the funny thing is, 1 year ago exactly is my A-level result day, and this pile of mess is all the past paper I did during my A-level, and somehow they are still here, so I'm thinking about throwing it out today. Going through this stuff, it's kind of funny how it was just like 1 year ago, but these stuff are like already so old in my mind. Is it just me, but sometimes I feel like going to physical stores is kind of a nostalgic experience. Especially nowadays, I think a lot of people do their shopping online, and going to a store like that, there's this sense of weird or awkwardness. Undoubtedly, I feel like the price in stores are definitely higher than it is online, and I suppose in a way that's the premium that people are paying for, but I think I still prefer going shopping online, because I don't have people just like asking, oh, can I help you with anything, and sometimes that just kind of scares me off. Okay, I just came back home, and tonight we're making one pot rice. So basically one pot rice, as the name suggests, is you just put everything into the rice cooker and like as one pot, and then it just cooks. And our source of protein here is tofu. So basically I have like tofu cubes that I chop up, and then it goes into the rice cooker with like sauce and rice and some vegetables, I guess. And then you just put in all the vegetables and any sauce you want. So today I think I'll do some light soy sauce, some dark soy sauce, and some more sesame oil. Dinner's ready. So as you saw, today I went to exchange for my new RAM. Okay, excuse my cable management, but I think the RAM is in now. Oh my god, see? That's the screen now. It's finally working. So what I did is I removed more of the RAM, because that's one way to test. But I think the main problem is I just like didn't install the RAM properly, so I'm going to redo that now, and it should hopefully work. Okay, so now the OS is completely installed. So now the first thing I want to do is set up RAID on the disk. So basically I'm doing RAID 1, which is, I have two 8TB disks, so that's total of 16TB, but only 8TB will be usable, because the other half will be used as a backup. So even one disk file, you have the other one as a redundancy, which I think is good, because like 8TB is quite a lot anyway. So I think I should also set up another thing called file browser, so I could access the folder. And now I have a file system, and you can, like, when you go to the server link, you can also sign up for an account, such that you could access this NAS. But obviously at the moment it's only to the local network, which means later I have to set up a VPN such that I could access it even though I'm not at home connected to this network. So later tonight I think I'm gonna do more, but now I really need to go shower, so maybe tonight I will do more and update you all tomorrow. Good morning, it's now almost 3 PM, quarter to 3, and I was just in bed trying to figure out a service that my server could run, and last night I was like working up to 4 AM trying to get a few things to work, and basically now I have a few servers. Some servers that I have at the moment is Home Assistant, which is the thing that controls the smart home, metube, which is a way to download YouTube videos, which sometimes I need as a content creator for my own video making purpose. And the third one is file browser, which is a way for me to interact with the system and try to upload files onto my NAS. And then I also have openmediavault, which is basically a way for me to run ollama. Basically, it's kind of like ChatGPT, but running locally on your server. But what I find is that it's a bit too slow because of the limit. But what I find is it's a bit slow because of the limitation of the hardware. So that's just like a small experiment that I can run, but practically I don't think it's that useful. Okay, I finished lunch, but now I want to do something for the home server as image. Basically, it's kind of like Google Photo, and you can back up your photos onto the NAS drive. Okay, so update. I've tried it for like an hour already, but it's still not done. I have some trouble like setting the location where it mounts the where it saves the photos. Oh, okay, I think it's done now. And yeah, it's 8 terabyte, well, about, but you don't expect a few amount, but that's the right drive.